As autumn rolls by, my small UK tropical style garden is in a state of flux. The canopy in my garden has ignited in shades of red and orange as the trees prepare to head into their winter sleep. The morning light, now lower in the autumnal sky, catches the leaves beautifully and puts a smile on my face every single morning. This is Rhus typhinia, or the stag's horn sumac, and yes, it can produce suckers, but they are so easily removed, and for me it's worth it to enjoy these colours. Complementing the Rhus is my golden Indian bean tree, now fully living up to its name. The wide golden leaves catch the morning and evening sun and turn its rays beautiful colours of yellowy green. Autumn is also a fantastic time to look at your garden and reflect on what's worked. This tree, amazingly, was a seed only a few months ago. It has grown incredibly well, and I'll be looking to grow more plants from seed over the coming months. Autumn colours can be seen in plants like my Jasmine, with flashes of red, and on the growing tips of my Leucodendron Safari Sunrise. Late flowering plants like my Salvias are producing a haven for passing pollinating insects. And the Verbena is still in full flower and swaying gently in the autumn breeze. More exotic varieties of plants are in their prime now, with Salvia confertiflora producing its immense red flower spikes. And this rarer purple leaf form of Salvia macrophylla, now towering above me at heights of 5 to 7 feet, producing its electric blue flowers against that blue autumn sky. Down at ground level, plants are continuing to thrive in the microclimate of my tropical style garden, with Madagascan plants like this Impatiens still thriving and flowering away, and hardy Iochroma continuing to bloom with clusters of tubular flowers. Bromeliads too are now flowering just as they would on the canopy in a rainforest. I absolutely love seeing how my plants are working together to produce the perfect microclimate. And I'm pleased to say my fuchsia boliviana, also grown from seed just in 1 year, is now budding up and flowering. Yes, I was told it would be a red flowering form, but this is equally beautiful. At ground level, things aren't quite as neat as they have been at other times in the year, but the foliage of my exotic plants is still looking fantastic, with the maroon stripes on my Musa sycamensis, another plant grown from seed this year, looking amazing in the autumn sun. Large-leaved tropical plants like Begonia Torsa are thriving in the cooler, damper conditions of autumn. Just look at the size of its leaves. Begonia Torsa, a large-leaved hybrid, is now budding up to flower. At this time of year, more birds seem to be visiting my garden, and on closer inspection I can see why. What was once flowers are now berries, providing food to passing wildlife. Foliage plants that once suffered in the heat of summer now thrive in the warm autumnal sun, punctuated by frequent rainy days. The nights might be cooler, but the plants are still shrugging them off and enjoying the heat of day. With oddities like Farfugium aureomaculatum thriving against the variegated Acorus ogon grass, one of my favourite combinations. Pilea matsudai Taiwan Silver is budding up to flower, a new one for me this year. And Colocasia pink china, one of the few hardy colocasias, is planted out and still thriving. The purple leaf veins of Solanum quitoense continue to catch my eye, but now the furry flower buds intrigue me, and I'm hoping they bloom before the first frosts come. There's something about the low sun and the gentle breeze that makes the foliage in a tropical style garden come alive. It's like being on the forest floor underneath a tropical jungle canopy, even if the breeze has a slight chill to it. My sugarcane, which is still planted out in the ground, is towering at over 8 foot tall, and I'm going to leave it out and try my luck and see what happens over winter. But I will be taking cuttings as a backup. As winter comes in, inevitably the herbaceous plants will fade, and it will be the time for evergreens to provide structure and lush leaves year-round in my garden. Schefflera taiwaniana is a fantastic exotic plant that will do just that, combined with Fatsia polycarpa green fingers, which is a cultivar that has a much more exotic look and provides year-round foliage interest. My loquat tree, Ereobatria japonica, has thick, waxy green leaves with an amazing corrugated texture. It has grown so much this year and will provide height and architectural interest and possibly flowers followed by orange fruits, providing we have a mild winter. Fatsia variegata, with its creamy variegation, brightens up even the shadiest spots of my garden. Fully hardy and fantastic for interesting foliage year-round. The coppery bottoms of the leaves of Magnolia grandiflora ferruginea capture the setting autumn sun like no other plant in my garden. They absolutely glow. And Pseudopanax laetus has produced giant leaves that will be the backbone of my garden. Yes, some of my exotics are now tucked into the safety of the greenhouse, but many are still thriving outside. What plants do you use for autumn interest in your garden? Leave a comment below and let me know. Feel free to check out my plant and seed shop and perhaps sign up to the Seed Club, which is a monthly subscription for rare, unusual and exotic seeds. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.